Siena greets you softly, not with a loud shout, more like a warm smile from an old dear friend. This city has a quiet charm. It pulls you in slowly. You find yourself wanting to stay, to know its secrets. The sunlight here is different. It seems to bless everything. It paints the ancient buildings in shades of gold and honey. You feel a sense of peace wash over you, a feeling of coming home. Even if it is your first visit, the air in Siena feels special. It is clean and fresh. It carries faint scents of baking bread and old wine. Sometimes you catch a whisper of incense from a nearby church, or the sweet smell of jasmine tumbling over a garden wall. There is a gentleness here, a slowness to the days. People stroll. They do not rush. They stop to talk. They savor small moments. A perfect cappuccino. A shared laugh. This rhythm is a gift. Siena is not like Florence, though both are Tuscan treasures. Florence is grand, it is powerful. It shows its beauty boldly. Siena is more reserved, more intimate. Its beauty unfolds like the petals of a shy rose, one by one. You discover its wonders gradually, around a hidden corner, behind a simple wooden door, up a flight of worn stone steps. This sense of discovery is part of its magic. It makes you feel like an explorer. I remember the first time I saw Siena. It was a late afternoon in spring. The light was soft. The city seemed to glow from within its ancient walls. I felt an immediate connection, a pull towards its heart. It was like finding a place I had known only in dreams, a place where time moved differently, where beauty was a way of life. Siena captured me then. It still holds a piece of my soul, and I believe it will capture you too. Siena's story is long and deep. It stretches back centuries. Before Rome was mighty, the Etruscans lived on these hills. They were mysterious people, skilled artisans and traders. You can still feel their ancient presence in the earth itself. Then the Romans came. They built roads and buildings. They named the city Siena Julia, adding their chapter, but it was the Middle Ages that truly shaped Siena. This was its time of glory. In medieval times, Siena was a republic, fierce and proud. It was a powerful city-state, a rival to its neighbor Florence. They fought many battles, for land, for trade, for honor. Siena was a banking center. Its merchants traveled far. They brought back wealth and new ideas, helping the city flourish. Art blossomed during these years. Great painters emerged. Duccio, Simone Martini, the Lorenzetti brothers, their work still awes. They filled churches and palaces with beauty. The city's fortunes rose and fell, like the Tuscan hills. There were times of great prosperity and times of hardship. The Black Death in 1348, a terrible plague, it devastated Siena. So many lives were lost, the city's growth was halted. But Sienese spirit is strong, it endured, it rebuilt. The city never quite regained its former immense power. Perhaps this was a blessing. It preserved its medieval character. So much of what we see today hails from that golden, troubled era. Walking through Siena is like walking through a history book. Every stone tells a tale. Every narrow street has a memory. You can almost hear the echoes of horses' hooves on cobblestones. The murmur of medieval markets, the songs of troubadours. Look up at the old towers, imagine sentries watching. Touch the worn wooden doors. Think of the hands that opened them. Siena's past is not locked away in museums. It is alive. It breathes in the very fabric of the city. Sienese culture is vibrant, it's full of passion, it is woven into daily life, not just for special occasions. The heart of this culture beats strongest in These are the city districts, or neighborhoods, 17 of them. Each has its own identity, its own symbol and colors, its own church and museum, its own fountain and social club. It is like a small, fiercely proud, independent state within the city. This loyalty is passed down through generations. The Palio horse race. This is the ultimate expression of pride. It happens twice each summer, in July and August. The Piazza del Campo transforms into a racetrack. 10 horses and riders, representing 10. They race bareback. 3 thrilling laps around the square. The energy is unbelievable. The whole city holds its breath. To win the Palio is everything, the greatest honor. The celebrations last for days or even weeks. But Sienese culture is more than just the Palio. There are festivals throughout the year, celebrating saints and seasons. Music fills the air often, from classical concerts to street performers. Art is everywhere you look. Not just in galleries, in the curve of an archway, in the design of a door knocker. Craftsmanship is highly valued. Leather goods, ceramics, woodwork. Sienese people take pride in making things beautifully. They understand that beauty enriches everyday life. Life in Siena has a rhythm that respects tradition. Families are important. Sunday lunch is a cherished ritual. Neighbors know each other, they help each other out. There is a strong sense of community, especially within the children grow up learning the songs and stories of their district. They feel a deep belonging to their small piece of Siena. This connection to place, to history, to each other is what makes Sienese culture so rich and enduring. The Piazza del Campo is Siena's heart, its magnificent living room. It is not a perfect square, it is shaped like a seashell, gently sloping downwards towards the Palazzo Pubblico. The bricks are laid in a pattern, 9 sections like a fan. These represent the Council of Nine who governed Siena long ago. This piazza is unique in all the world. It is breathtaking. It feels both grand and welcoming. A space for everyone. People have gathered here for centuries and still do. The Palazzo Pubblico, the town hall, stands proudly at the piazza's edge. It is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, built of brick and stone. Its facade is elegant, with graceful arches and pointed windows. Inside, there are frescoes that tell stories of Siena's past, allegories of good and bad government by Ambrogio Lorenzetti. These paintings are a powerful reminder of civic duty and justice. The building still functions today as the center of city government. It connects the present seamlessly with the past. Beside the Palazzo Pubblico soars the Torre del Mangia, the Tower of the Eater. A wonderfully curious name. It was named after its first bell ringer, who was said to enjoy his food. The tower is incredibly tall, slender and elegant. It reaches towards the Tuscan sky, a symbol of Siena's pride. Climbing to the top is a journey up many, many steps, but the reward is worth it. The view is simply stunning. You see all of Siena spread below and the rolling hills beyond. The Piazza del Campo is always alive. From early morning to late night, children chase pigeons, couples stroll hand in hand. Friends meet for an aperitivo at one of the many cafes. Students sit on the warm bricks, reading or chatting. Tourists gaze in wonder, trying to absorb all the beauty. During the Palio, of course, it is packed with cheering crowds. But even on a quiet day, the piazza has a special energy. It is a place to linger, to watch the world go by, to dream. Section 5. A jewel of faith, the magnificent Duomo. Siena's Duomo, its cathedral, is a vision in black and white marble. It stands on the highest point of the city, a beacon of faith and art. The facade is incredibly ornate, covered in statues and mosaics. It tells stories from the Bible in intricate, beautiful detail. Every time I see it, I discover something new, a hidden figure, a subtle color. The gleaming white marble contrasts with stripes of dark green-black stone. This striking pattern is a hallmark of Sienese architecture, making the Duomo unforgettable against the blue Tuscan sky. Stepping inside the Duomo is like entering another world. The same black and white stripes continue on the towering columns, drawing your eyes upwards towards the star-studded blue ceiling. The scale is immense, yet it doesn't feel overwhelming. Instead, there is a sense of awe and profound reverence. Sunlight streams through stained glass windows, casting colorful patterns. The air is cool and quiet, a respite from the bustling city. It is a place for contemplation, for feeling close to something divine. The floor of the Duomo is a masterpiece, entirely unique in Italy. It is covered in marble intarsia panels, 56 of them. These are like paintings in stone created by Sienese artists over several centuries, from the 1300s to the 1500s. They depict biblical scenes, allegories and sibyls. The detail is astonishing, the skill is breathtaking. Most of the year they are covered to protect their delicate beauty, but when they are revealed, it is an unforgettable sight. There is so much art to see within the Duomo's walls. The Piccolomini Library, with vibrant frescoes by Pinturicchio, tells the life story of Pope Pius II, a Sienese native. Nicola Pisano's magnificent pulpit is carved with dramatic scenes, statues by Michelangelo and Donatello, works by great masters. Every chapel, every corner holds some artistic treasure. The Duomo was meant to be even larger, an ambitious plan, but the plague intervened. Yet what stands today is glorious, a true jewel. Section 6. Tastes of Tuscany, Siena's simple feasts. Sienese food is like Siena itself, honest and full of character. It is not overly complicated. It relies on fresh, local ingredients. The flavors are pure and satisfying, rooted in peasant traditions. This is the heart of Tuscan cooking, simple food made with love. You will find dishes here that have been enjoyed for generations. Each bite tells a story of the land and its people. A Sienese meal is a celebration of good company and good taste. It nourishes both body and soul. One of Siena's signature dishes is pasta. These are thick hand-rolled noodles made simply with flour and water. They look a bit like fat spaghetti, but their texture is wonderfully chewy. It is often served with a simple sauce, perhaps a garlicky tomato sauce, or cheese and pepper, or a rich ragu made with local meats like wild boar. It is a hearty, comforting dish, perfect after a day of exploring. A true taste of Sienese home cooking. Meat plays an important role in traditional Sienese cuisine. Or wild boar is very popular. You see it on many menus. It might be in a stew or as a sauce for pasta or cured as salami. Its flavor is rich and distinctive, a little bit wild, a little bit earthy. You will also find delicious roasted meats, pork, rabbit and game birds, often seasoned simply with rosemary, sage and garlic. And do not forget though from Florence, many Sienese restaurants prepare it beautifully, thick, juicy and rare. No Sienese meal is complete without good bread and good wine. Tuscan bread is typically unsalted, which might seem strange at first, but it's perfect for soaking up savory sauces and olive oil. And speaking of olive oil, the local oil is liquid gold, fruity and peppery. It is drizzled on almost everything, enhancing the natural flavors. As for wine, Chianti Colli Senesi is the local red. Robust and versatile, it pairs wonderfully with Sienese food. A simple glass of this wine makes any meal a little more special. Section 7, Sweet Siena, Panforte, Ricciarelli and Joy. Siena has a sweet tooth and a long tradition of baking. The city is famous for its confections, especially those enjoyed at Christmas, but you can find these delights all year round in local bakeries. The aroma of spices and toasted almonds often drifts through the streets. It is a tempting invitation to step inside and indulge. These Sienese sweets are not just cookies or cakes. They are edible history. Many recipes are centuries old, passed down with care. Each bite is a taste of tradition. Panforte is perhaps Siena's most famous sweet. Its name means strong bread, and it is indeed dense and robust. It is a flat, chewy cake packed with nuts, candied fruits and spices. Honey holds it all together with a hint of cinnamon, nutmeg and cloves. There are different versions, some dusted with powdered sugar, others with cocoa. Panforte has ancient origins. It was once considered a luxury enjoyed by nobles and clergy because of its expensive ingredients. Today, it is a beloved treat, a symbol of Sienese hospitality. Then there are Ricciarelli, soft, delicate almond cookies. They are shaped like little diamonds or ovals made with ground almonds, sugar and egg whites. They are naturally gluten-free. Their texture is wonderfully chewy, almost like marzipan but lighter. They are dusted generously with powdered sugar, making them look like tiny snowdrifts. Ricciarelli melt in your mouth with a pure, sweet almond flavor. They are perfect with a cup of coffee or a glass of Vinsanto, a truly elegant Sienese specialty. Beyond Panforte and Ricciarelli, there are other Sienese sweets to discover. Cavallucci are rustic spice cookies with walnuts and candied fruit. Their name means little horses, perhaps because they were given to travelers. Coppete are thin, crunchy nougat rounds made with honey and nuts pressed between two wafers. They are delightfully crisp and sweet. These traditional Sienese sweets are more than just dessert. They are a connection to the past, a source of local pride, and a delicious way to experience the joy of Siena. Section 8, My Own Sienese Serenade, Personal Reflections. Siena holds so many memories for me, each one a precious stone. I remember wandering its narrow streets with no map, just curiosity. Every turn revealed something new, a hidden courtyard, a tiny chapel. The way the sunlight played on the ancient walls, changing colours throughout the day, from pale gold in the morning to warm terracotta in the afternoon. These quiet moments of discovery are what I treasure most. The feeling of being lost in time, yet perfectly at home. Siena has a way of making you feel that you belong. I recall the taste of my first pasta in a small family-run trattoria. The noodles were so fresh, the sauce so simple yet so flavorful. The owner smiled proudly as he served the steaming plate. It was more than just a meal. It was an act of love. And the gelato? Oh, the gelato in Siena, creamy, rich and bursting with flavor, pistachio, hazelnut, dark chocolate. Enjoyed while sitting on the steps of a fountain in a quiet piazza. These simple pleasures are the essence of la dolce vita, Tuscan style. I've spent hours in the Piazza del Campo just watching the world go by, feeling the warmth of the sun-baked bricks beneath my feet, listening to the murmur of conversations in many different languages, the joyful shouts of children, the cooing of pigeons. There is a timeless quality to this space, a sense of continuity. Generations have gathered here, sharing their hopes and dreams. In the Campo, you feel connected to all who have come before and all who will come after. One evening, I heard music drifting from an open window, a lone violin playing a melancholic tune. It seemed to capture Siena's soul. The melody was sweet and sad, full of longing and beauty. It mingled with the scent of night-blooming jasmine and the soft glow of streetlights. I stood there for a long time, just listening, feeling the magic of the moment. Siena has a way of serenading you with its quiet beauty, its deep history. It touches your heart in unexpected ways and leaves an indelible mark, a mark of warmth, of wonder, and of wanting to return. Section 9. Come to Siena, an invitation to wonder. Siena is more than just a beautiful city. It is an experience. It is a journey back in time, a feast for the senses. It is a place that invites you to slow down, to look closely, to listen to the whispers of history in its ancient stones, to taste the authentic flavors of its traditional cuisine, to feel the passion of its culture and the warmth of its people. Siena does not shout for attention. It waits patiently to be discovered, like a hidden gem tucked away in the Tuscan hills. If you are seeking a place that will touch your soul, a place where beauty is a way of life, then Siena is waiting for you. Come and walk its medieval streets, lose yourself in its winding alleys. Marvel at the grandeur of its Duomo and the unique charm of its piazza. Discover the pride of and the thrill of the Palio. Let the flavors of Siena dance on your palate. Find a quiet corner and simply be present in the moment. Allow Siena's magic to unfold around you. This city has a way of changing you in subtle, wonderful ways. It reminds you of the importance of beauty, of history, of community. It encourages you to appreciate the simple things in life: a perfectly ripe tomato, a shared bottle of wine, a kind smile. Siena teaches you to see the world with fresh eyes and an open heart. It leaves you with a sense of peace and a longing to return. This is the gift of Siena, a gift that stays with you long after you have left its walls. So I invite you to come, to explore this Tuscan treasure. Do not rush through it. Give Siena the time it deserves. Wander, wonder, and let yourself be enchanted by its unique spirit. Find your own favorite piazza, your own beloved trattoria. Create your own Sienese memories to cherish for a lifetime. Siena is not just a destination, it is an awakening, a place where the past and present dance in perfect harmony. Come, discover Siena. Your Tuscan adventure awaits.